On my last 3 videos, I told you guys to drop comments for companies that you wanted to see me do reviews and an analysis on. I go through those pretty much every single time I post a video to see exactly what you guys want me to post. I really do like getting my content from my comment sections because you guys are my subscribers and y'all are the ones who make my entire channel operate. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to even run this channel, and so I want to make sure that I am consistently putting out the content that you want to see. Well, whenever I went through the comment sections in both of my videos from yesterday, I went to take a look, and I saw that a single stock kept popping up like 3 or 4 times on each video. Now, this is going to be Corporate Universe, ticker symbol COUV. I had no idea what this company was. I wasn't really sure what exactly it was all about, but I saw that a lot of you guys wanted me to, check it out, do some research on it. After doing my research, I could see the appeal, and so I wanted to make sure that I brought you guys the video and the info that you were looking for. If you guys do enjoy this video, you could let me know by smashing that like button. It helps me out a tremendous amount. It helps me get my content out to other people, and it helps the channel grow. Another way you can help me grow out the channel is if you are new to the channel, you could subscribe. We have been getting subscriber after subscriber. It's been absolutely insane. I made a little bit of a switch on my channel. I wanted to post more often, and I wanted to post more content about things that you guys wanted to see. I caught myself posting the same old videos over and over again about like Hyliion or just stock portfolio updates, and it seemed like it was getting a bit redundant. I noticed that my viewership was going down. I noticed that my subscribers were going down, and so I was like, what can I do? What's a good way to revamp this channel, get a little bit more hype going with it, and really get my momentum going? I switched over to focusing on more on these hype stocks that you guys want to see, and I've noticed that it has been a very beneficial thing to the channel. So welcome to all you new subscribers. I hope you guys do enjoy the channel. I hope you find it valuable. I hope you find entertainment in it. And if you do have any stocks, any suggestions, comments, criticisms, feedback, anything like that, you can let me know in the comment section. Again, I read every single comment. I take everyone to heart, and I do what I can to make sure that I am appealing to every single one of you. With that being said, let's go ahead and let's jump straight into it. My name is Tyler Hill, and in today's video, we will be going over Corporate Universe, ticker symbol COUV. Now, before I do get into this video, I did want to make a quick disclaimer that this company that I will be talking about today is a penny stock. A penny stock is usually just referred to as a stock that is under $5. And one thing about penny stocks is these things are extremely volatile, and they are destined to do weird things. They can go really high up or really far down. You can make a lot, you can lose a lot. There is really no way to avoid the risk that is associated with them. And so as I do make this video, I do want to bear a warning that I am not a financial advisor. This is me just giving my opinion on this whole company, and that if you do invest in this company, make sure you do inform yourself on all of the risks associated with investing in a penny stock. So one thing I will say about this company off rip is that doing the research was kind of difficult. There really wasn't much detail. A lot of the companies that you guys do suggest, like the ones that I went over, like BNGO or something Galaxy Next Generation, all of those, they had a lot going into them. There was a lot of information on their websites. There was a lot of details going along with all of their, the news and everything. But this one was kind of hard to find. There really wasn't too much. I'm going to give you guys all the information that I could find. I'm going to give my opinion on what all I did find. But again, there really wasn't all that much. And so it does make it a little bit of a rocky road to try to do my due diligence on. So if you do go ahead and we pull up their website, it says that Corporate Universe is a publicly traded company seeking to grow a diversified portfolio of companies with a strong asset base and solid cash flow. Corporate Universe acts as a strategic partner offering financial and managerial support. Our team has decades of experience in all aspects of business development in both domestic and international markets. Now, why should you invest in Corporate Universe? According to the website, it says, in building a portfolio of diversified assets and investments ranging across various industries, our goal is to create value for our shareholders through asset appreciation of these investment holdings and subsidiaries. We offer opportunities to grow shareholder value by adding stability to these holdings with experienced management and responsible financial stewardship. So basically, in a short sense, they are a holdings company. They purchase a big piece of these certain companies, and with the companies, as those companies do have a steady cash flow, as they do have good assets, that is how this holding company does make its money. It's honestly not that difficult to understand, but it does get a little bit shaky whenever it comes down to what companies they buy, how the companies perform. Are they going to purchase a certain amount of a company? Are they going to purchase the whole company? And what all goes into it. Usually with companies like these, from my understanding, they don't purchase the whole company, and they don't actually run the business itself. They just hold a very large portion of it. That's how a lot of holding companies do operate. So it will be kind of interesting to take a dive into this. Let's take a look to see exactly what kind of companies they're targeting, what their management team is all about, and what we can see going on with the stock price, and what may drive investors to either want to or not want to invest in COUV. So one thing that I did take notice of whenever it comes to corporate universe is the fact that they are actually making some pretty decent moves. One thing that I do say on this channel a lot is I like to look for those, those companies who are already making that transition from the conceptual phase to the actual person in progress phase. Because there's always those companies, one of them that comes ahead is going to be Nikola. You remember when Nikola first came out, everyone was kind of just like curious about what was going on. They didn't really have any products that were in motion that were actually on the market. They were really just a little bit conceptual. They had concepts, they had the science, but they didn't have that actual product. Now, it is a little bit different whenever it comes to a company like this one, but in a broad sense, they're already starting to make these purchases. They're already starting to get on board with some of these companies. And the fact that this is no longer just conceptual, that there's actual agreements being made, does say that is a positive. I will say that is something that I do look for as as an investor myself. And so I do think that that is a beneficial and a good thing about this company for sure. So if we do go ahead and we take a look at their website, on December 1st, 2020, MetaCivo, which is a subsidiary of Corporate Universe, announced the launch and availability of its graphene face mask. This is proven to filter 98% of COVID-19 particles, setting a new safety standard of personal protection equipment, or PPE, now available on the market. So that is actually pretty dang on good, I cannot lie. That does go to show that the companies that are their subsidiaries and these companies that they are over are actually doing very good things, because this could be a company who's purchasing other big outstanding shares of companies that's just really not that good, not making good moves, not having good management or any of that. And so it does reflect the companies, the performance of the companies that are their subsidiaries. Those subsidiaries, their performance directly reflects the corporate universe, because if the subsidiaries aren't doing good, it's not going to be a good look for COUV. So if we do go ahead and we take a look at what happened on December 16th, 2020, it says that Corporate Universe, further known ticker symbol COUV, is pleased to announce that they have entered into a definitive LOI to acquire Carbon and Ion Energy Storage Ltd. This is the high technology electric battery development company building the next generation of energy storage devices, one that is safer, faster charging, does not use rare earth materials, and can be recycled at the end of life. So whenever we do go ahead and we take a look at those two acquisitions, it is pretty clear that they're focused on technology and science. That seems like it's the industry that they're targeting, and so it will be interesting to see how they do grow that out in the future. What other acquisitions come around? These are the only two that I am seeing at the moment. If you guys have any other ones, definitely let me know in the comment section below. Again, it is a little bit lack of detail. There's really not much else that's going on. I know there was an update about the Carbon Ion acquisition, saying that it got pushed back a little bit further, that there was some difficulties and other things like that. So again, it is a little bit, shady in a sense that there's really not much else. There's really not much else we can see about all these agreements. We don't know what is going into these agreements or anything like that. I wish we did have a little bit more information. It would definitely make these agreements a lot more appealing, especially when you have companies like MetaCivo doing allegedly fantastic things. It would be nice to have a little bit more information there for sure. So one thing that I have noticed about this company, and one thing that I was able to find, that Isaac H. Sutton, that's going to be their CEO, and he actually has a lot of entrepreneurial experience. Now, of course, that is a good thing. You want to, you want the driver of your car being someone who's driven a car before. So whenever you have someone running a company like this who's focused on getting all these different acquisitions, you want them to have that experience and have some experience in the field to know what's right and what's wrong. So if we do go ahead and we take a look at his market screener profile, we can definitely see some of the information about him. He's a founder of Transworld Holdings Inc. Isaac H. Sutton is a business person who has been at the head of 7 different companies and currently occupies the position of President, Chief Executive Officer, and Director at Savoy USA Inc., Chief Executive Officer and Director at Corporate Universe Inc., President, Chief Executive Officer and Director at Sutton Global Associates Inc., and Chief Executive Officer and Secretary. Mr. Sutton is also on the board of Add-on Exchange Inc. In the past, Mr. Sutton was Chief Executive Officer and Director at Transworld Holdings Inc., Chief Executive Officer at GoCom Corp., and CEO at Star Invested Group Inc. So again, as you can see, he does have a lot of experience holding these positions. Now, exactly why he's not holding those positions anymore, what happened to those companies, is kind of hard to find at the moment. If I'm gonna keep doing my research, I'm gonna find out what exactly was going on. Maybe if there was some management issues that caused the fall of those companies, that could definitely not be a good sign for Corporate Universe. But again, I will go ahead and I'll check it out. But from the looks of it, it does seem like he has some pretty good experience and he can do some beneficial things for this company for sure. Now, the issue with this, and I'm going to pull this up for you guys right here. The issue with that is that whenever you pull up the people who are on their team, there's not much to see. And this is what I mean whenever I say that doing the research on this company is quite strange. Because whenever you go ahead and you look at their team, he is the only person listed on the team. Now, I know there has to be other people on the management. I know there has to be other people on the board. If they're making these acquisitions and making these agreements, there have to be other people on it. And the fact that it's not listed here either shows me that one, this company is so new that they don't have it ready yet, or two, that there's something just weird about it. There's something kind of shady, sketchy going on. I did see a lot of people in the comment section saying that something was a little bit sketchy about this one. If you guys do think so, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. But again, there are good things, there are weird things, not necessarily bad, but weird whenever it comes to this company. On this channel, I don't want to only talk about companies that I think are a major buy. I want to just give my honest opinion about the companies that you guys send to me. And so I hope you guys do understand that I'm trying to find what I can about this company, but it is quite strange how little information there is. And last but not least, we will talk about the stock price. So if we do go ahead and we pull up the stock chart here, we can see that Corporate Universe had a fantastic day today. And I'm assuming this is where a lot of the hype came from, especially getting a lot of comments today. We see that it went up over 53% today, at one point going up to 34 cents, at that point being up over 60%. And the fact that even after reaching that peak when it came down, it still gained a 53% over the course of a single day. This company has been doing pretty goddamn phenomenal over the last week or so. On December 24th, it was only at 6 cents. It went up, had a pretty good rise over the course of those couple of days, having its 52-week high being at 44 cents, coming up on 45 cents, and its 52-week low being at 0.0003. So, of course, as we can tell, this is your pretty typical penny stock. It starts very, very low. It starts to catch that momentum and starts to go up a good bit. After that first initial climb, it does drop down. It troughs out a little bit, and then we start to see it kind of surface out and try to figure out exactly where it wants to go. It does seem like this one is starting to level out a decent bit. I will say that we have seen some of these penny stocks fall very hard after that initial climb, but it seems like this one is doing a pretty good job at regaining those levels. It's not dropping that much, honestly, even from its, its high earlier today. So again, it will be interesting to see how it does play out. I don't do much technical analysis in these videos. I kind of just like to keep it basic. If you would like me to go a little bit more in depth about the charts and see what I see, some signifiers that I'm noticing, whether it's bullish, bearish, etc., you can definitely let me know in the comment section below. Again, I will definitely do that if you'd like to see that. But honestly, there's not too much here to see whenever it comes to their overall stock price. The volume is about 53.5 million. Being that the average volume is about 14 million, we can see that open interest in this company and this stock is starting to grow, and I do believe that that is going to cause a lot of investors to either get in or get out. Overall, I would say that this company it's like a 50-50. If you are looking for a quick swing, I would say that with the hype and everything going into it right now, a lot of people are talking about it. Of course, you guys brought it to me. If with the hype and everything on like that, we could see hype investors push this thing up, and then eventually I think it could probably end up falling back down, as most penny stocks usually do. But at the same time, I do think that the lack of information and the lack of detail could be super detrimental for this, this company and for investors in the company right now. I think that there's really not much to go off of, and I think that can make a lot of investors hold back on investing in it, which could of course push that stock price back down if there's not enough buying going and there's just more selling. So personally, I would say that there's just not enough information for me personally to want to invest in this company. I don't think I would. I'm not going to say that it is a bad investment, but I will go ahead and say that there's just not enough for me to go off of to base whether or not it is worth me putting my money into. I hope you guys do, again, understand that I am trying to find whatever I can. If I do find any more information, I'll link it in my bio, I'll link it in the description, and I'll put it in the comment section for you guys to find so you can make your own decisions on what you want to do with this company. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, I want to be posting 1 to 2 videos every single day this week, this month, this year, whatever. I'm posting every single chance that I get. I love the grind. I love the hustle. I love the appreciation and the support that you guys show for me. I appreciate every single one of you who stops by my channel, says hello, and just watches the video out, drops likes, subscribes, and everything like that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.